What is up, guys? Alex from ANAK Creates here, and today we're going to be talking about session musicians. What are session musicians, why you should hire them for your productions, and basically how that whole process kind of works. I find that so many people think that hiring session players is something that only the pros can do, or to maintain the integrity of their song, they can't hire anybody else to play on it, but that is just untrue, especially these days with the increasing online presence of great session musicians that can record at home and send you back tracks. So I wanted to talk about that today, and to do this I'm going to bring in my good friend Jay Riehl. So today I'm actually heading to my buddy Jay's place. He's doing some session drums for me. The first thing that I have to do, obviously, is go get some bribery material. I have to get him some beer. Got it? So Jay's a longtime friend of mine, and actually one of my first mentors that I ever had when I got into recording to begin with. He's not only a phenomenal drummer, but he also sings vocals, and he can play drums and bass at the same time. The talent is insane. And when I got this project, I thought he'd be perfect, and I called him up to see if he would be willing to talk a little bit about being a session musician from a producer and engineer standpoint, how to find session musicians, how to work with them, because I feel it's something that not a lot of people getting into this world understand or realize it's not a taboo thing. It's actually very, very common. So, well, the world has basically shut down, and so has the live music industry. Jay has had to kind of lean into his other talents. He owned a studio, and I used to go out there and I used to intern for him and became an engineer for him. Nowadays, he does a lot of gigging as well as going in and doing session work at different studios and stuff, but because of obviously lockdown and the pandemic and stuff, he has now transitioned back into recording at his home setup. That's where we're going today. Now, normally I wouldn't actually have to go to the session player because he does a lot of remote stuff where people send him the tracks and then he plays on them and sends it back. But because we're overdue for a hang, I figured I would actually come out here for the day and actually record. I have arrived, and now we're gonna get to work. Hello there?
Yeah, these cymbals will sound much better. We don't want dizzy, blah, blah, blah. We want ting ting.
So Jay is a very accomplished session musician, and he's been doing studio sessions as well as virtual online sessions for many years now. He's also played alongside many of the world's best players. So I wanted to ask him what a session player is. What separates a great session player from Cousin Johnny who plays guitar and you're gonna bring him into your session and play? Because that's not a session musician, that's just a musician in your session, which is very different.
A session player is a very talented pro musician that knows when and what to play. They show up prepared and ready to create. They are very quick to create a new lead line or a harmony or a lick or a vibe for the song that fits for that genre of song, and they come up with them very quickly.
Something that I notice with a lot of newer producer engineers and musicians, they don't know when to bring in a session musician. At what point in the process, at what point during writing or recording do they actually bring in different session musicians?
Once you have an arrangement and said bed track together, unless, of course, you're hiring a drummer to play on your bed track, but you still need to have your arrangement and you still need to have a melody, and they need something to play to. There's various stages when you would hire a player, but a lot of the sweetening stuff, like as far as extra guitar solos or fiddles and that sort of stuff, you generally want to wait till you have most of your bed track and your track together. It's very important that you also have a vocal in it, because a lot of players need a vocal to know where not to play, to stay out of the road. So that's very key. The other thing, when you hire a pro player, once you've paid the player for their work, they don't own any rights to the song. They're paid outright as like a third party. You own that track and you own that intellectual property from each of those personal players because you paid them.
Getting a professional player on your track will help bring your track to the next level, because you're taking that player's years of experience. They're really good at knowing how different parts craft the song and craft the emotion to get exactly what you want out of the song. Hiring a great player can bring fresh and new ideas to your song that you may not have thought of.
The beautiful thing about hiring players, professional players over the internet, is that, let's say you got most of your track already together, you program your drums or your bass, or you play guitar or drums or whatever, and you have your bed track where it's like, yeah, this is great, this is just what I want, but I'm missing a fiddle or a cello or a steel guitar or a dobro, mandolin, harmonica, whatever it may be. The nice thing about the internet is that you can have access to all of these said instruments or colors to add into your track.
So we just about got the session finished. We're just gonna do some percussion. We got the drums done, easy and simple, and we got it done. So when it actually comes to hiring session musicians and finding the right musician for the part, this is actually a huge part of the producer's job.
As a producer, been actively producing for, oh boy, as long as I can remember. Through my travels and through my years of doing this, I've found hundreds of fabulous, wonderful, great session players. But they each have their own thing. So as a producer, you find a handful of people that you know you can call on and send them something, and you don't have to babysit them. You just know they're going to hear it and go. The biggest key and trick you have as a producer is hiring the right person for the job. That's 80% of the job right there.
Now, a great producer develops this network of session musicians that they can call because it's a lot of word of mouth and references from other producers. This is where your network has to continue building. All right, so we just wrapped up the session here with Jay. Jay, thanks for talking to me about all things session musician work. Now, you do session work online if people want.
I do have a website where I've basically put most of my practice on, and it is located at theswamponline.com.
And I will link that in the description below, so check that out. Check out Jay's work. Highly, highly recommend him, so hire him.
Do I owe you money?
The way that I did this session with Jay was actually a bit of an exception. Normally, I would just send him the tracks, he would make a Pro Tools session, set it up himself, record himself, send me back the tracks that I wanted. But this session was a bit of an exception to that. Now, something that I find a lot of people push back on is they think it costs a lot of money. This is what the pros do. This is what you need big budgets for. But nowadays, more and more session musicians have home recording setups just like Jay. The price of a great session musician has never been more affordable. The way that I think more people should think about it is that hiring a great session musician actually saves you money in the long run. You don't have to spend as much money on studio time for Cousin Johnny to do 25 takes. You have a session musician that comes in and does it in 2. Or you don't have to spend your own time or hire an editor to edit parts because the player was good and played it in time and what they intended. And if you're stuck with ideas, you don't have to spend hours banging your head against a wall trying to come up with something, because they will come up with something and do it really fast, which will help spark your creativity and ultimately help you finish your song faster. At the end of the day, time is money. So how can you start hiring session musicians and finding musicians that you can rely on? Well, first of all, you just have to do some research and again, grow that network. Talk to other producers, other engineers, other musicians that you know. Who do they know for different genres? Who played on different records that they worked on? Many of these musicians have their own websites, just like Jay, that you can go find them on and see their work. Look into it yourself. What are they good at? What could you use them for? And then add them to your Rolodex if you ever need that specific sound or skill set in a track that you're working on. The internet makes finding people like this easier than ever, and there are specific websites designed to do this. For instance, one that I use is called Sound Better, and I'm actually on there with my own services like editing and mixing, but there are tons of different players and editors and mixers on that site as well, and there's a review system so you can tell what other people think of their work, as well as examples of their work so you can tell if they're actually going to be a good fit for the job that you have. That is a great way to find musicians, and it kind of has a pre-built network for you to start from. So I hope you found this helpful and that it demystified a bit about working with session musicians. It's not that scary, they don't take ownership of your song, and it's actually a very common practice, and just makes you have a better production overall. But that is it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful, subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you in the next one. Until then, always be creating.
And I said to the guy that just jumped in the lake with no arms and no legs, "Hey, Bob." Whatever. Cool. I try to keep it short. All right, pizza. Great. I'm going to put pizza in. Shit.